Our local communities are suffering.
Fear has made its way into the community.
He was shoved, pushed, and yelled at.
Parents have had to learn about what to do if a needle pierces their child's foot through their shoe, and it's terrifying.
I'm standing in front of one of Toronto's 9 drug injection sites. And this injection site in particular has been identified as giving out way more hydromorphine tablets than are necessary, as much as 4 times more.
When I got married, my wife and I decided that we wanted to raise our family downtown. I really fell in love with the city. My name is Curtis Priest, local resident, business owner in King West neighborhood, father and husband. When I moved downtown for my business, I really fell in love with the city. I thought it was a great place to be. One of the big wake-up calls for me was when my wife and son ended up being assaulted out of the front door of our condo that we live at here downtown near King and Bathurst. It was horrific. I really can't put into words. My son still to this day has been traumatized by it. People are now afraid to go out. They see the violence. They've experienced the violence themselves. Your relationship with your home has now changed.
These opioids are making their way into our communities and into our schools.
So I've been living in the area probably about 12, 13 years. My name is Arif Harani, and I live at Adelaide and Bathurst with my 3 young boys, 7, 10, and 12, and my wife. So when my son was crossing the street at Queen and Bathurst, he was shoved, pushed, and yelled at. The people that they were clearly intoxicated or on drugs. My 10-year-old is deathly afraid of the people. And so if he sees one of those individuals around that area, clearly intoxicated, or he'll run, or he'll be, you can see him shaking.
So I am a neighborhood parent. I have a child in one of the 2 elementary schools. I'm concerned about adult males either on drugs or coming off of them, behaving dangerously near children. I can't believe I have to say this out loud, but a grown man versus a 5-year-old child, you can guess who is more vulnerable, and it is not the grown man.
Expert clinicians that specialize in addiction medicine have recommended that the safe supply strategy actually be significantly reformed or outright abolished because it's doing more harm than good.
There's already been needles found in my kid's school.
It's the location that matters.
Right there is the injection site. And right there is an elementary school.
I just don't think that's the appropriate location for it. I have done some research on alternative locations. When I went to City Hall to talk to them about it, they were just kind of discounted.
Asma Malik campaigned very heavily at my child's school, purporting to care deeply about children. During meetings, that deep concern for children was entirely absent, and she completely ignored us and scrolled her phone.
At that school, their janitor every morning has to do a drug sweep to make sure that there are no needles and there are no drug paraphernalia to ensure that our kids are safe.
My child is at an age where they asked, "Can I go to school by myself?" And that's an important milestone, right? And unfortunately, the answer is no, I have to be your bodyguard.
Everyone is just horrified by what's happening. They just cannot believe that this is what's happened to our city.
Drug injection sites are technically illegal under the criminal code. They're only able to operate through a special federal exemption. And neighborhoods like these have been demanding action from the government, adding their voice to the experts who have been sounding the alarm on the current safe supply strategy. They're calling for significant reform or outright abolishment because they're doing more harm than good. Not only are they not helping the people to break the cycle of addiction, they're also hurting communities like this. You don't make a community safer by sacrificing the safety of one vulnerable group, children, for another. So add your voice to this neighborhood and so many others by signing our petition, calling on the government to act. Our kids deserve better. Sign our petition.